performance will be, but for Double Pony it also works in reverse in the sense that they can't prep for it. I do feel like, however, that the basis for this team on the Double Pony side is at least there versus Spirit, who are just sort of like a thrown together mix trying to field in standing so they can just get through the end of the year at the stage 2. So for me, I'm kind of going Double Pony on this one. I feel like Spirit still have the potential to take 3 maps, but I don't feel like it's going to be as close as people might think.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. Double Pony, we saw what these guys are made of on LAN at the RMR. They'd love to be able to get to another LAN opportunity moving into next year, Jay. And it all starts off here on Nuke. T-side coming through from the Frenchman. Some util coming in for Body and for Lucky. And for Spirit, you start wondering to yourself, all right, what are they going to be made of in a game like this? Outside play coming through to start off. Dexter with the USP, just looking down towards the outside position where Afro seems to be making a jiggle and dome straight away.
Immediately removing that P250 from play as well. A big start out for the CT Forces. Magics will drop down in towards the B site via Rabram. Rotations will be inbound from the Spirit camp. Lucky will try and cover off rotations as Magix looks for another good contact headshot. Perfect on Exercise. A 5v3 being gained. The Spirit using their firepower about them. Body finally gets a trade involved. Now facing in towards Magix with all 3 players here left for the T-side line. Trying to get this player to fall. They will be successful in doing so, but it's a 3v3 and he gets traded back by the Spirit side. They've got positional advantage. Dexter with 2. Chopper with 1. It will be a pistol for Spirit.
Yeah, so Double Pony are actually able to quite quickly get sort of that ramp control, get down to the lower bomb side. The kind of problem they face there, Jay, is just the trading game. Right there, Dexter outside, deals with that lurk of Afro to start off the round, starts rotating in to help out Chopper in that secret position and just comes away with a triple. No bomb plant in for Double Pony at all, means that they can't really force the issue going into the second round. Spirit looking comfortable to start off.
Yeah, nice and effective, nice and efficient. Good way in, and of course, a hell of a way to prove us wrong. We have Double Pony as heavy favorites in this one, but the Spirit side, I think there is a little bit more about them, especially in the firepower department. If there's one area I would trust this team to do well in, it would be straight jewels and firepower. And that pistol did show off the best of that for Masters set in. The Glocks as eco for Double Pony.
Double Pony's most recent roster change being exercised over 3 months now since he got added into the lineup. So this 5 has been together for a little while now. Magic's taking some pressure down towards ramp. Has to be quite passive on the angle. Won't imagine too many overextensions coming through from the CTs. Dexter could get caught off in the held position, so he only gets 1. That's at least an M4 being dropped. Unfortunately, no chance of recovering it.
No chance of using it for the T side either. Lucky will try get an exit onto Patsy. Not going to really happen against him. The SMG of Siren will also chime in as well towards the A site, and it will be a team ace for Spirit to get the second round on the board. Double Pony did go for Liko in that one though, so guns are out, and this is going to be their main focus.
I'm going to be keeping an eye on Siren, Jay. I know for Patsy, this was a guy that we got to see on the Sparta, coming back into the mix with Magic and Dexter, played with them up on that lineup, had, I think, 1 event before he went to Spirit Academy where he actually played on the main team. For Siren, we've only seen him play on Spirit Academy, and now he's getting his chance to prove himself in the big boys.
The whole point of an Academy team, arguably, is whether they can get the next generation, and definitely for Spirit, they're going to be focusing on that next generation because of the nature of their lineup again. Maybe there could be a permanent call-up for guys like Siren. Exercise that works towards the outside control that gets picked up by Patsy, a bit more of a better known name compared to Siren. Gets Exercise to kick things off. Magix will get forced back down in towards the B side. He's got backup to cover him off though. Dexter swinging in from hell, getting Jocko next to 5 versus 3.
Hey, you could just feel as well, the early stage here for Double Pony, they're losing a lot of their lurks early round, which pretty much just puts main emphasis on some of the map control being exploited to use as a unit, and not quite have those wrap plays in, those backstab individuals, even towards outside, the repositioning coming through from Dexter, incredibly passive, isn't even going to get flashed off, and he's just calling information. They're not wrapping help, they're still going to commit lower in ramp.
One player working back at Dark. Chopper will take face in as Magix will play the forward contact, and the backside is where Chopper's holding from. Lean out, slow walks in for Afro. Flashbang will catch nobody, but Afro gets the kills blind anyway. So 3 versus 3 situation. Smokes go back. Suppression involved. Bomb will go down.
Finally, some fire really coming through to the belly of Double Pony. Unfortunately, it's not lasted long. Back and forth trades coming out towards these double doors. Siren going over to the M4A1S.
That smoke will keep him suppressed for now. His teammate coming in to join him, so neither player can make their way into the B side just yet. It will start to clear, and Lucky has his crosshair directly on Siren. At least he did. Body playing anti-flash. He's right in the crosshairs. So Dexter finally swing up, kill found. Swing out from the AK, gets traded back to a 1 versus 1. And is lucky with the HP advantage. Will win out that fight. Get the first of the border double pony.
Yeah, Spirit did a lot right in that round. They're able to isolate a couple of individual picks. They get Dexter deep, and they've got 2 players down at that lower bomb side to crossfire. You've got Chopper and Patsy, who's kind of working off one another at the back of default and from dark. They've got a 5-on-3 advantage there, and Afro just comes through with a massive couple of kills, opens up that bomb site, and then towards double doors, a lot of contention being pushed in there by Double Pony, trying to minimize the distance that can come through in some of those duels, and the Frenchmen find their first.
And down to the wire, though. If it's going to continue like that, then we might see some further issues for Double Pony as time rolls on. Spirit. Couple of buyback issues of their own right here. Magic's on the FAMAS, Patsy on the SMG. Magic's will take first contact. Spot ahead, not get any damage or kills. Spirit side effective against the Double Pony camp, most of which are in this ramp position. One player's dive down towards Secret, and that's Exercise. He could look for a pick against Patsy here. If he finds that, that might force rotations. He might just force their way into the B bomb site. 3 players downstairs in total, so Double Pony might want to wait for this.
This timing is impeccable to come through from Spirit. Start putting pressure back on towards the outside position. Patsy does fall. It does open up the opportunity of a trade, and that does come through from Dexter. Magic's now putting onto pressure, delivering out from Dark with a couple of kills, still holding his life and wasting as much time as possible.
These are the wild rotations for Dexter to come in and get Afro, leaving Jocko in the 1 versus 3 bomb out in the open. Headshot does connect, but he takes a dig back from Dexter, so he's got to get this planting, get at least the money bonus here for the T side. Defend off 2 more players, both coming in from opposite ends of the site. One coming in from double doors in particular, going to extend out. Here the footsteps, look away from Chopper, and he peeks into Siren. Coming up from the rafters, gets that final kill of the round, get that third double build of Team Spirit. Well coordinated, and then particularly well held from Dexter and Magix.
Well, it really came down for Magix as just wasting time, just playing out there from Dark with that FAMAS, up close and personal, getting a couple of kills, and just allowing Dexter to get more involved, come back from that secret position. We saw Spirit have like a dual crossfire where they get quite aggressive, get that 1-for-1 eventually, and then start moving that pressure down towards the lower bomb side. For Double Pony, Jay, obviously, you're going to be happy that you're able to get that extra cash injection, that bomb plan. It doesn't stabilize the economy. So going into round 5 with the loss bonus sort of kicking back, knowing that they've won a round, then lost the next, they don't really have the funds, so they're going to have to half buy on this one.
Despite the bomb plant bonus as well. Tech 9s, P250s, lack of Kevlar for Afro, helmets on Exercise and Lucky, sure, but they get mowed down anyway. Magic's with 2 frags, Exercise with 1 decent trade back towards the ramp control. Dexter with another mop-up, and just like that, it all falls apart for Double Pony, so not even much contention in round 5.
No, not really much at all. Even Chopper just spamming through the smoke, being able to deal with Afro. So it's one pick. It's at least leveraging something. But when you think about the level of investment, the Kevlar, the upgraded pistol, some of the util, maybe would have wanted to see more out from Double Pony, and even towards outside Jade. Like, we've seen the secret play, the outside smokes, haven't really got any contention into garage or trying to get into the lockers position. So I wonder if Double Pony are going to start adapting their playstyle and trying to get some deeper outside map control to work with.
And the AKs get set indoors for Double Pony. Playing out the same strategy in the last one, just not quite as aggressive and hard. Smokes up. Chopper. Try to get down towards the vent in case there was a vent dive. There isn't one for Double Pony. 1 player towards Outsiders, Exercise. And at this point, they should get a beat onto what he's doing here from Spirit.
Yeah, so Exercise is just waiting for an over peak to come through to that secret position, a reposition somewhere in that outside position to catch Spirit off guard. For the moment, doesn't seem like it's happening at all. Double Pony, still a lot of nades for them to work with one of these top site plays, which they could be lining nades up for. Siren playing up from Mustang has to really be careful about playing anti-flash as well, just in case they do go for that full commitment.
Smokes down. Suppression continues from Patsy as he puts bullets down range the same. Utility will get thrown out by Double Pony towards the outside. For the first time, we're seeing the true outside smokes towards the mini cross. I think one also went into garage. I can't quite see from that angle. We can see from that one, so yes. Bit of a gap in that smoke that could be exploited, but there's no CT back there to do so. 40 seconds, and Double Pony got to make the plays.
That's going to be a topside play. Great molly going down for Siren. That's going to have to cancel for Double Pony.
Body somehow loses his life to a suicide. I'm not sure what happened there. Patsy and Jocko trading. Siren eventually goes falling back to the 3 versus 3, and Lucky makes it 2. There's one player in the backside, though, could line them both up. He gets Lucky behind Jocko, and Jocko can't find a responsive. Dexter with the AWP, 1 versus 2. Bomb plant could be secured. The nade comes in close. There's a minimal amount of damage, and Incendiary tries to drive them back, but they just move forward towards the corner, and Dexter knows this is going to be a very unlikely retake for him. The AWP's got to be absolutely perfect. USP drops in, spots out one, not aware of the second. Jocko makes it a quadra in the round, and it's a second round to the board of Double Pony.
I'm surprised about going for that 1v2 there, knowing that Patsy and Siren have got a fair bit of money. If they held that AWP in, you can kind of feel as if, all right, buy it up, you're going to get a decent amount of weaponry forward. They're going to do the same anyway into round 7, but there's going to be some further limitations. And for Double Pony, just the entries coming through from that upper bomb site in the recovery, I think it was a 3v5 situation at one point. Afro and Jocko doing well to be able to minimize the players down on the floor, and Double Pony find their second.
M4s, the SMGs bought back by Spirit are going to be broken on the buyback once again. Much less than their previous investment round. They're going to go hard into the A side very quickly as well. Exercise coming up with the opener. Chopper and Patsy can get those trades. Chopper will fall back. Patsy still up in the rafters, gets a second kill, but Lucky there with a responsive, gets 2 of his own, and Body focuses on the last man to get Magics to drop. Yes, they do win the round, but look at the casualties and look at the HP bars there for the last 2 remaining players. That could have easily gone the way of Spirit.
Yeah, it was very manic with the trading game, just how quickly those rotations wanted to fight, rather than getting like ramp players up to heaven and slowing it down, using util, bait and switch is not, no, we just want to keep fighting. And for Double Pony, just being in the right place at the right time, establishing those crossfires and looking up to the heaven positions important. A lot of these rounds, though, Jay, have been very contentious when it comes to just as much of the trading game as possible.
No trade potential for Spirit in this round, though. USP set with a stack out towards the ramp control. Nice that they can walk outside or walk in from Squeaky and recognize what's going on. Maybe one peak could come forward or get all the info that they need. Afro could be the sacrificial lamb here for the Double Pony camp. Spirit have their crossfire set. Not going to move an inch.
As soon as they recognize it's a stack in play, just bring that bomb into an upper bomb site take or down in towards lower. They should know and recognize it pretty quickly if there's any wide extension. As soon as Afro opens up the angle wide enough, Spirit is just going to attack from all sides.
Spotted, engagement out for the next player. Jocko's the man that goes falling first. Afro was first player out. Now Body and Afro got to deal with them all back in the corner. Afro makes a double. Lucky gets 1 in the exchange. And Body will close out against Magic. So all 5 down for Spirit, 4 alive for the 4th round for the opponent, equalizing at 4-4 against Spirit. And the guns are also back from the CT forces.
You'd have to think, too, for Spirit, they'd love to be able to bounce back after their performance at the Major, going sort of 2-3 in that Challenger stage. They then went into the online event of DreamHack Open November, got 2-0'd by Fnatic in the first opening game, and then 2-0'd by Forza with a 16-0 into the mix in the elimination game in the group stage, Jay. So coming out last place there, look at themselves as one of these teams who can definitely perform at the highest of calibers, but this event and this qualifier is going to prove if that's the case.
Whether or not that's on their focus, it's definitely questionable. Again, they've got stand-ins today. Flash out for the first T-side member. Chopper's struggling to find Jocko, though. Gets caught off by Siren. Body there with a responsive. His back's turned towards the player top of heart. So it's a 4 versus 3 for the CT side. Flanks are in. The trade game is good for Double Pony. They can turn it to the man advantage in the end. Patsy spotted at the edge of the smoke. Magic's revealing his angle of heaven. It's a 1-on-2. Lucky with the bomb on his back is going to escape as well. Try focus on the B-side play.
I don't think I've seen this many top side plays ever, Jay, on a T side. It seems like Double Pony just keep hitting upper. I guess they're realizing, sort of diving into that point a little bit deeper, because their stand-ins is not quite a full lineup. They're not going to have the right protocols, the right utility usage to bounce off one another with the floor players. Knowing Siren is playing up there in Mustang already gives you that indication of, well, what's he going to be like with Chopper. And it feels as if Double Pony are trying to use that weakness of the lineup to, let's just keep hitting upper. Let's make sure we're trading out well. We've got our crossfires established, and Spirit, even in that round, they're not getting mollied to the top of hut, which allows Chopper to stay alive for a while. But even with that, there's not really enough impact being found. And then Lucky just gets 2 great kills walking out from Squeak Door towards that heaven position and then back over towards main.
That's a lead finally being gained by the T-side line. Spirit down the pistols. 5.7s, P250s, USPs. Another half buy-in for them. Not a great basis to work from at all. Double Pony, on the contrary, have all their guns. M4 saved in for exercise. AKs and AWPs out of standard. Sprays out from Jocko, completely blinded behind that smoke at the ramp entrance. Can't connect anything. Spirit are not that aggressive.
Oh, they are at least having their eco set up slightly different than the one we saw previously when everyone was towards ramp. Some more upgrades this time, and you'd have to imagine if they're able to bait in Double Pony to another one of these top site plays, try and have mass numbers available. The no util aspect is something I'm wondering here, Jay. Is that going to hurt them at all with just time stalling?
Possibility here. Depends how long it truly takes. Walking from Jocko, still hunting for that first pick, but still getting nothing out of it. Same for Lucky here. Siren's going to get forced off the top of the hut. Footstep heard. Chopper going to force forward of that smoke, get towards the closed or the open vent position. Lucky, shoulder been seen. Chopper goes for him first. Deagle of Siren can get a trade back. Grab that AK as well. Now there's a gun to play with for him on the defensive. Needs backup though. They're working towards outside and Patsy will drive exercise back. But Siren still has all the pressure towards him. They're going to go down through vent instead.
Patsy outside needs to win this fight. Just create the duel. Doesn't quite happen. Magix can rotate quite quickly towards a ramp position, try and get down towards lower, but it's already been compromised. And Jocko's just waiting for the aggression. They've already seen Magix. This round's pretty much over. Just hold on to the AK. The rest of the pistols might as well try and see if anything will commit.
A 4-on-3 scenario. Just grab that AK for the Spirit camp and just save it into the next one. Seeming to be the thinking, at least for Siren. Maybe Magix and Dexter can try and go for Sunny to get the exit frags, get some more guns out to remove some weapons from play and limit the economy state of the T side if possible. Even that would be a hard ask though. And they know it. Magix will lean in, get caught off, forced to drop off of the silo. Exercise. Try and look for the pick when appropriate to do so. Meanwhile, for Double Pony, it will be 6 to the board, getting a 2-round lead above this Spirit camp. It's a decent half buy, though. Again, they get an AK out for their trouble.
Yeah, they'll be happy with it. Spirit, though, need to start putting some rounds up on their city side. Double Pony really starting to push their way forward with this momentum state, and kill distribution across the board looks pretty good. Lucky's obviously had some high-impact moments in some of those top site plays. Everyone else is backing him up well. Haven't really seen a lot of AWPing coming through from Afro, and normally he's always a guy to keep an eye out for. Dexter with the AWP rotating around from that heaven and ramp position, but because it's been so many top site plays in that rifle round, we haven't really seen him be able to find a lot of impact in the early rounds.
Lucky getting caught, tagged up a little bit in the early stages of this round. Chopper just blind spraying. Expecting there to be someone who will dive down through the vents. But again, Spirit just getting ahead of the curve on Double Pony. They haven't gone down that angle. They can exploit this towards outside instead. They can thin out defensive by default. Patsy watching. Couldn't get his duel towards outside last time. Can he get one this time?
Timing is going to be everything for Double Pony on just whether how many people get spotted on that crack angle. Seems if for Patsy just going to reposition, flash over the top, not extend his way out towards garage and potentially get caught off, just continuing to jiggle. And they've got to play it down in sequence to try and defend.
Body knife pulled out against Chopper against that first, not quite that second. Jocko responds towards him and brings in the 4v4, and he leads that charge into the B site as well. Magix is on the site itself up in the rafters. Gonna check the double doors, they open up. No flashbang forward. He gets an easy dry face and a double up as well. Afro unable to allow the triple. Gets into a 3 versus 2. Needs to get Patsy. Next spots him and brings in the even man standing. Meanwhile, Lucky has walked out to top side and he realizes that there's nobody here from Spirit.
And they've still got plenty of time, and if they can bait this Heaven player to move forward, this could be the perfect way forward. Molly going up means Siren can't push through, and Afro's going to keep the locked on, smoke down towards Mini, get that bomb down.
Dexter slow rotating back through the lobby control. Leaning out from Hut. Afro first player to find, trying to wrap in against the left-hand side of the site itself. AWP v AWP versus AK as well. Scope heard. Lucky spotted him. Afro gets his kill. Looks on for the second. Can't quite hold it against Siren, but that's what Lucky is there for. Trailing back at close vent. 7 to the board of the T side, and they're really taking control now on the French team.
Afro just showing that he could be an X factor. That round, there's not a lot of positives going on. Man advantage is gained in by Spirit, and he's down to that lower bomb site. He hits a fantastic connection down to that secret position from double doors. And as soon as it happens, 2v2, you've got bomb control. You've already got Lucky, who's just maintaining, roaming around that site control at the top bomb site. Bring that bomb back up, have the util placement in, and then obviously for Afro again, delivering. Lucky on the bait and switch, is able to peek on the contact. Double Pony get up to 7 and really start to drive in this T side. They could be looking at 9 or more rounds here, Jay.
Semi-likely as well, given the half by status. They probably get to 8 from here. Chance maybe the Eagles can strike back against them and deny that, especially if Patsy hits his shots, which this time he does. Exercise, caught in secret. The SMG of Magic's not quite so lucky on his burst fire. He's forced off. Flashbang in towards him. Double Pony will take the upper side of ramp. Not dive down to lower just yet.
Double Pony stalling for a moment, and for Spirit, you have a think about sort of the weaponry they're bringing forward. Think about an info play, might be quite necessary. Siren with that Deagle playing on that top bomb side to try and defend. And for Double Pony, they've still got so much util and time on the clock that they can start putting some outside smokes down, see if they can drive in some over peaks.
Ray through, Patsy gets caught, Lucky maintaining the advantage. Flashbang forward. Magic spraying, desperately trying to get Lucky to drop, get that one trade in. He's 22 HP, so he should be easy. The spray's lining up on Jocko, taking him to 16. And the engagement against Lucky still does not go well. He's on 6 HP. Siren tapping on now, out of observation window. Known to the T side line. The Molotov will drive him back as well. Get out of dodge, join with Chopper. Orp passed off to Siren as Chopper wants to try and take face to the Deagle. Might just leave him to save it. Looking for the exit. Frag, he misses that first bullet, but catches the second, fortunately. Lucky backing away. The Orb going to rotate back to position as Chopper lands a second kill. It's a 2 versus 2. And he's baiting in further shots. Trying to look for body next. Taps up, looks for the kill. Flashbang in, he's finally closed off. And Afro's facing in. The AWP will try to look for the trades back. Finally, a kill comes in. Siren trades it. One-on-one. Body so low. But the headshot of the AK just steals the round back for Double Pony. Absolute chaos for Spirit. And they almost made it work.
I think we all need to take a breather there, Jay. You and I, Spirit, Double Pony, what a weird round that entire was, because it looked like it was pretty much over. The way that, okay, the Deagle's aggressive towards the double doors of Chopper. Mate, just hold on to the NWP. Bring it to the next round. I'll look to see if I can do some damage. It comes into a 2v2, and then you start thinking to yourself, this looks winnable. This is actually a position now that Spirit can take it, and Chopper just does so much work. A great attempt for him down at those double doors. It just doesn't come through. Even Body with that wide swing once a bomb goes down, full of confidence, and allows Double Pony to add another one to the tally. It was a close one, though.
And clearly Body was not happy with how that round played out, calling in the tactical pause for Double Pony here. Their first of the map up being utilized. They got away with the victory, but only by a single play. And let's be honest, it was down to a single bullet, honestly. Like a single shot from that pistol would have been enough. And he knows that there were some major issues that got to be worked on there. No smokes towards the crosses at the double doors in particular. Dry facing, one by one offers given up. No adjustments, and Double Pony as the first kill came in against the bomb carrier. A lot of work that needs to be done if they want to try and maintain that confidence. They get away with a round victory, but they're up against rifles now for Spirit.
Yeah, Double Pony towards the outside, getting those diagonal smokes through. I like the aggression in from Dexter, getting on top of the garage position, up towards credit card, just seeing if he can utilize an early pick, get some information towards outside. He will eventually start the drop down, and they'll just leave that one lurk of Exercise outside.
Watching past the smokes, Exercise is going to sneak forward. Patsy boosted, making noise in secret, could get caught off, and indeed he does. All-important pick to kick things off. Incendiary's back, flashes come forward. Chopper is going to get caught as blind as his teammate here in the rafters. Orp in to support it. They don't see any T-side execution, though. It's Lucky bursting up, trying to spot the player out towards ramp. Dexter has caught a frag on Exercise to a 4 versus 4, so there is a trade outside. And now he looks for Body as well. Catches him. Jocko trading back. Dexter forced to fall away. 3v3 situation.
Well, ramp control's completely opened up for Double Pony. They're just wondering if the AWP is still boasted, so they want to try and be able to put that flash in, get a couple of jiggle peeks out, see if they can keep baiting him. The reposition has come through, and with that, Spirit have brought 2 players down to that lower bomb site. It's Chopper and Dexter, and Siren up in heaven, just waiting for the overextension wrap to come through from hell. What they don't know is the T's going back into lobby, Jay.
AWP going to rotate in to join the A-side defense, though. Dexter up close and personal. So much needs to be done. doesn't even get to the first player. Headshot before he even recognizes that Jocko's around that corner. Lucky follows suit on Siren. And from there, the whole round falls apart for Spirit. Felt like the rotate could have been something, but in the end, it was nothing at all. 1v3 for Chopper. Gonna try and attempt this retake, but you question whether or not the M4 is more valuable in the next round. We'll lean in. Out spot Jocko. Struggle with the kill. Get it together in the end. Lucky's low HP. Afro's going to be the primary concern, though. Jumping up, trying to get top of the heart. Spots his man, gets the second pick, and Afro's just going to wait here. Bombs in the open. Chopper might realize. Might try and force him out with a pistol in hand. Almost wins that fight again. Way too close for the CT side, as they do just pick 9 of the board of Double Pony. That could have, again, easily been another CT round, though.
Yeah, Chopper individually has been very impressive on this Nuke map so far, just not quite being able to get that final piece forward. I look at that round, though, and I think to myself, rookie mistake to start off. You've got those outside smokes coming through, Double Pony with the lurk, and Patsy's making a sound cue in from Secret, just dropping down, making too much noise. Exercise probably would have been caught off there. He's not even pre-aiming. As soon as he hears that sound cue, he looks over towards the stairs. Patsy gets domed
off, trying his best to try and force them out, and not seeing the player up in the rafters. Spots him at the top of the hut, spray through, does not connect, and Siren can make it 6 to close out the half.
I'm like, hola, 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 hola. With your move fancy, make me wanna hola, 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 hola. When I see you dancing, when I see you dancing, dancing. When I see you dancing, 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 dancing. Attention.
Well, overall here, Jay, I don't think Spirit are really that impressed with their first half performance. Up 4-1, leading by force, and then ending up only with 6 at the half. Now we go into the second. Pistol round's vital for them if they want to get things going, and it could just be a quick play.
It did seem like it was going to be at first, but they're halted by the utility placements of the double pony side. The CT forces now up on their better half. Facing around, the smokes go down. Body finds a knife kill on Magic somehow. Okay. Don't know how that happened. Jocko facing back in against Patsy. Afro gets Siren. A 4 versus 3. Double Pony hold the advantage. And Spirit are suppressed, locked in to this ramp control. Exercise and Afro both facing. Look at Chopper catching him. Dexter gets 2 headshots to return. Makes it a triple. And just like that, flips the whole round on his head. A 1v1 scenario. Bomb on his back. Body with the kick. He's got no Kevlar though.
Oh my goodness, what a round and a recovery this is from Dexter, and he could full just over-rotate him. If he goes down into this vents, into the lower position, he doesn't really have a lot of information. He knows the body was in vents to be able to get that knife through onto his teammate, and Dexter's playing the long con. He's going to get down into secret just when body's going back towards his lobby control.
Perfect timing, perfect placement and patience and lack of information game from Dexter. Body needs to rotate through vents. He wants to catch up to his man. I think he's considering it as well. Timing. Dexter. Back turn. Lean in. And Body's going to wait at close vent. Oh, now he's mind gaining Dexter. But Dexter thinks better of it. Double doors is open. He can get a plant without any information given up.
Yeah, that would have been conned over that those double doors, or at least windows, would have been opened if they could force Body from that vent player to be able to get to ramp. Dexter. Oh, he's played this well. Body's still got a smoke and a kit though, Jay.
Bomb will go down. Will start the rotations. Still being silent. USP pulled out. Dexter's leaning up towards ramp as well. Back could be turned to Body if the timing is right. He'll check out this ramp entrance. The double doors have also been closed. Window is open though. Body leaning forward, going to have to give information away. Look to the lower side, not check out the ramp control. And Dexter struggles to get his kill, but he gets it in the end to complete the quadra clutch and win round 7 for Spirit.
After double pony, do so much right, Jay. That knife that comes through out for the vents, the hold in from ramp. Dexter comes through and delivers an absolute sensational moment of that 1v4. The way that he just picks them off and how quickly, right, those ramp players fall. It wasn't like he was isolating a couple of individuals. They all fought him at once in that held position and he domes the lot of them. Spirit winning a crazy round.
Here comes the face in from Patsy. Mac 10 straight out of the gate, checking up the top of the hut position. Exercise, and the backside gets dealt with immediately. The SMGs forced forward and double pony are forced out. Damage done to Chopper and Patsy. Not like it'll matter that much though. They're falling like flies. Afro in a 1v5.
I've got a good feeling here, Jay. We are going to see some nutty stuff from Dexter over on T-side, just by the way that he's already got going. We saw the performance he had in that first half. We're now seeing the pace, the acceleration, the contact in from that top side play. And for double pony, there was definitely numbers there to defend upper. Chopper takes damage. Patsy the same of mass numbers, but no one falls. And Afro's just hoping to hold on to the scout.
Does spot that one individual at least, take a bit of damage, eventually dish out some more. And Siren gets that final kill to keep all 5 alive for the Spirit side. What a confident take of the site itself. What a confident round from them. And we're down to USP, so it could get even more confident now for Spirit.
And when we look back at the IM Winter closed qual that Spirit played, we actually saw them go into Nuke quite a lot. Against K23, they were able to get a 16-10. Against 9Z, they were able to get that 16-12. They did take a loss to FPX, and in the major itself, taking on Godsend, getting a victory against the Brazilians. So definitely a team that, even though they don't pick a massive amount of Nuke, Jay, they do get some decent results on it.
Yeah, Spirit trying to work in, catch Body. The A site once again. Exercise has a Zeus in play. Might catch Siren. At least get that one. Frag, okay. A little taken out of hands, but not quite an AK that he really wanted to get at this one. He might have to pull back and join his teammates. Chopper with the Mac 10 gets lucky as well. Farming up cash continuously here for the T-side line. Another pick for him against Exercise. The $200 gained. Jocko left alone. Chopper will be able to make it a triple. And grab that Galil to make sure that all the weapons stay in, all the rifles stay in for Spirit. Not need to reinvest for majority of players. Siren will have to do so as the guns come out from Double Pony.
And now you've got to start wondering to yourself, are Double Pony going to have a star player? Because right here from Spirit, we're seeing a good performance in from Dexter. Kill distribution looks pretty good for the Frenchman. Everyone's pulling their weight. Kills are quite close and spread between one another. We don't really have that impact guy. And it might be Afro on that CT side, getting that AWP into some good effect. Spirit now being able to tie up the scoreline. Double Pony, how can they bounce back? Try and see if they can break this streak, because this has been, what, 5 in a row now for Spirit?
The smokes are up. Sprays are in. Lucky's desperate to catch something, anything in this position. AWP of Afro leans towards the outside, trying to hunt for someone. But still seeing nothing, still getting nothing out of this.
And now he gets smoked off, takes that pop shot through a couple of times, so they're going to have that information of where the AWP's playing from. Does see that Emperor A1S playing up close behind the smoke. They're expecting Patsy to start making his way in from Mini. That's not the case at all. It's actually a lurk down to Secret. They know that he's there now with the tag.
Siren and Patsy tagged up. Slash is set. Magic's trying to lean in, body. Trying to lean out, not seeing the man in at the squeaky door. 2 players walking in towards ramp. Will engage against Jocko. He finds Chopper, drops that bomb, looks for Siren the same. Double up for the man. Magic with 1 trade back. Dexter offers himself up, but does get away with a trade frag, catching Afro as well. Wallbang damage is not quite as frivolous as it might initially seem, and the shot can connect to drop the bomb again.
Oh, don't know about that one, Jay. I think rotating down to the lower bomb side, just holding the 3v3 was the right call. They had that lurk outside. The bomb gets dropped in an awkward position now for Spirit.
Walks around Galil, checking Afro, does find him in the end, so keeping his eyes on the outer yard as opposed to the bottom of hell position. Still that AWP to hunt for. 1 player in the midst of the smoke and 1 player back at orange box in 6 seconds. Spirit will lose Magic, and from here it's all over. Double Pony, but the virtue of time alone will be able to hold their first round in this half. Get 10 to the board. Spirit, or at least almost hold on to Patsy there. That got a little bit dicey towards the end.
Yeah, that was a close one. Holding on to that AWP, chuck that back over. That whole round, though, that bomb getting dropped in an awkward position. It's very wide on that ramp angle. There's not a lot of time left. And, of course, Body's just sitting in that smoke out to ramp, meaning that the backstab play coming through from lobby is getting it stalled for time, and you don't really want that position, so just hold on to the big green, give the round up to the Frenchman. And for Double Pony, just knowing it's even been 5 rounds in a row for Spirit, you win 1, you get the lead back, that's going to be some confidence for him.
Aggressive plays towards the outside for Double Pony will exude that confidence in the server, in the round. 8 damage done to Chopper and Siren. Siren going to get caught off by Exercise up ahead, and Chopper can find the traders. Exercise is left alone by Jocko. Falling away, 4v4, reload heard. Body going to try blind the spray. Unable to get anything out for it, though. Just the damage done to Chopper and Magic will be the advantage on the retake. 4v4.
Even though Jocko got hit really hard with the flashes, Jay, I might have liked to have seen him actually fight with that, because for Exercise, he gets that 1-for-1, and there's just no trade back in. Double Pony now have to set themselves up for the retake.
Unaware of exact positioning as well for Spirit. They can assume so with 4 players alive, and they might have to check every corner. Tap up with the M4, Dexter lands onto Afro. He's the known entity, gets a double up as well. Swing upon from everybody else, and just like that, they backhand the Double Pony side, get 10 to the board, and equalize again on Spirit.
Dexter in the post plant just being able to deliver. You've got that lobby player that gets caught off straight away. Then he repositions himself out to Squeak and just looking out from that mini cross, dealing more damage. Double Pony getting picked off. And for Exercise, for him, he doesn't really do a lot wrong. He does as much damage in as possible. Jocko was very defensive playing the 4v4, and that retake just does not come through. Resets the economy. Spirit, they're actually performing at a pretty high level on this T side.
It's going so well so far. Deagle set in for Body. 1 of 2 hand cannons in play for Double Pony here. Another eco round. And Siren's going to remove Exercise from play, kick things off with the right foot. He does lose his life to the trade. There's always that for the CTs, and more tags and things coming in against Dexter, but he finds Afro so effectively, spotting him, adjusting towards the man. Body falls as well. 1 AK in play for Lucky. And Jocko towards the outside is caught headshots, finding Chopper next for 2v3, making it 1v3 now. Dexter finds his double up, and Lucky is also in secret.
Now, the AWP is posted. Lucky overextending, needs to hit the shot straight away. The AWP actually misses out. Lucky, he might just save the AWP. I'm kind of looking at it, and I almost want him to back himself. It's just that he doesn't have any Kevlar.
He does want to look for this, and he did take that first contact against the player in heaven. AWP pulled out, trying to look for the exit. But Spirit will not give themselves up to the man. They know that that orb could be played with. Further smoke's a little bit too deep. How's an angle of Lucky to look into the squeaky door, but no one's going to face him from there. They can escape via hut. He's going to back off even further. Fall away. Keep the weapon in play. Concede 11 to the Spirit side as they take the lead back from Double Pony.
And this is an alright eco for Double Pony. Hold on to an AWP. You're able to do damage. Try and see if you can weaken that economy. Patsy just coming up from the secret position. Unfortunately, if the AWP was there, probably could have taken a duel. Instead, it's repositioned out to Garage. Double Pony, though, really need to keep the fight up here, because this is a team that when you have a look at their Nuke performances recently, there has been quite a lot of losses. Yeah, they've been incredibly close, but it makes me wonder, Jay, what happens when they lose their edge, when Spirit just start regaining that momentum, start pulling rounds in a row, making the economy very minimal on that CT side. It could be difficult to bounce back from.
Thanks to Zorb set. Outside top of Silo, spray through from Jocko, connects the first, Siren trades it back, body can respond towards the red box, and Jocko's going to push even further forward. Siren, back turn, could get caught off, the dink does come in, but the M4's not good enough to get the kill. The AK turns it back into 3 versus 3, body's flashed off and forced away, and trying to fall back through that smoke to maintain the advantage here.
Yeah, Siren actually does pretty well in that one. Yeah, okay, the HP advantage isn't great at all here for the T side, but when you recognize that setup for Double Pony and how much intent there is for aggression, Siren is actually able to bring it back, get a couple of kills. Body overextending out towards his hut position, could get caught off by Magix with a walkout, and already damage is being done to Chopper further out towards Ramp.
Afro rotates away from Ramp. Chopper's heard it, and he's going to walk forward as well. Backs are turned. Timing so perfect from the high HP player. Spirit, Afro's going to get called for this. Surely he does, unless Chopper looks all the way out into the CT spawn. Up at heaven. Oh, he thinks he's going upstairs. This could get even worse, the scope being heard. And Afro has no idea. He's just let one of the all-important T-side players cross, spray through, checks the site, exercise, however, punishing him for his lack of patience, gets a kill back. Magic's inserting himself into the backstab, but knows that he must go back into the B site. Hearing the footsteps of the player coming up towards heaven, Simon will try to cut off the rotations. The bomb should go down. Exercise going to get caught for it. All-important spray, not quite the 2K, but he's reduced Afro to a low HP position, 1v1 against Magix.
Magix is just anywhere on the site. There's no information, and he's just holding the cubby tight angle towards that single door, out to decontamination. I don't know how Afro pre-aims this. Magic with the jiggle, giving away the information, and peeks back in onto Afro. Another clutch being won by Spirit, and I will tip my hat to them, Jay, and say anytime there is a clutch potential that looks like it's coming through, Spirit have maintained it and actually come through successful.
Double Pony, we're not expecting this T side to be quite as good as it has ended up being here. 12-10. Only found a single round thus far here on the CT half. A lot of work to be done by the Frenchman. Nades in, incendiaries out, T side players walking in their respective positions. The smokes go down. The CTs try and push forward. Exercise in particular.
Well, aggression worked out in the early portion of the round okay for Double Pony when you look at that last. So maybe thinking about, okay, let's have some more intent of aggressive maneuvers. Try and see if we can isolate some individuals, get a man advantage in. I am worried about the lack of kits, though, knowing that Exercise is the top site player. Spirit finding a lot of control on this T side. Good adaptation with pace. And it's not exactly like we're seeing a lot of regular and consistent nature of the setups. We're seeing a lot of variation. This time around, Afro towards outside, deals with that lurk, is gathering information that there's nobody else here.
Exercise real close range towards the hut entrance. The nades back on Magic will do some damage towards in the Molotov. Forcing the M4 away. Spirit trying their inside utility plays. Allowing Siren to dive down for the vents alongside another teammate. Burst fire from Jocko. Spots one. Can't catch the tag or the kills the cross. Might not be aware of how aggressive Siren is himself. Checking out the backside just in case there is a backstabbing against him. His teammate going ahead and join him. 30 seconds. Chopper next up. Exercise a shoulder scene. Kill gets found. Dexter follows suit against Lucky. And now leaves it to a 4v3. Spirit have the A side.
Jeez, what a round this is coming through from Spirit. That looks like it's a lower play, doesn't it, Jay? You got two players that come out from ramp. They're pulling distractions. And then I'm looking at the radar thinking, hang on a minute. Chopper's still here in lobby with the bomb. They're able to completely over-rotate Double Pony. Chopper catches off Exercise overextending. Double Pony had no idea what hit them there.
The 13 to the board of Spirit. Unlucky number for Double Pony, it seems. Continuing to struggle in the second half. A single round still game. When you thought as well that they might have had an advantage, Spirit just outbrained them. And that's the part that gets me the best as well. I mean, I expected them to win out fights. I expected them to have the Angels in their favor. Tactically speaking, this team should not have any basis at all.
Well, again, this is like all the information that we've got in front of us. Different lineup to what we had at DreamHack Open November. Obviously, different lineup to what we had at the Major, knowing that some of the roster changes is benching Chopper, Mir, and SDY, and then Chopper's here today. So there's a lot of question marks, but for Spirit, this T side, they've been able to really over-rotate Double Pony. They're gathering some good reads. Up 13-10. What a scoreline.
Facing the Lucky, catching only one on the way out, manages to get the trade back. Exercise going to spray through blinded, out towards Heaven. He's going to get caught off by the same player. 2K to Magic's name, looking for the triple as well. Dexter's going to steal Jocko instead, and the advantage tips the favor of the Spirit side. A 3-on-2 that favors to them. Chopper gets the bomb down, and the Double Pony. Is the retake even on?
I don't think so. Dexter with this wrap outside might even be able to catch them if they decide to save in, and he might just be able to line them up. Oh, the timing's great. I don't think they expect this.
Raps continue. The AK walks in. Body will get spotted. First headshot. Checks that throw as well. Clinical execution from Dexter. A triple found for him. And 14 to the board of Spirit. They're going to take map one at this stage. They got 2 to go. Double Pony. If there's a counter play, if there's a counter action involved, it's going to start right here.
Dexter has just been on such prime form here on Nuke. 32 kills and 14 deaths. And it all really started with that clutch in the pistol. Like, he was all right in the first half. I think he had 15, 16 kills. He was doing decently. But it was when that 1v4 came in on the Glock round, on the pistol, that things really started turning through. More attempt moments at opening man advantages. More impact being created with multi-kills. Perfect on post plants. And Double Pony, this city side's been a shocker. This is a massive wake-up call. And even like another tactical, you can't really buy here for round 25. I think you have to half it and full buy going to play for OT.
Four rounds the difference. That's probably extending to 5 at this stage. Double Pony in a world of hurt now. Taps up, will do initial damage to Patsy here. Body just blind firing towards his man, connecting a couple of decent shots to 42 HP. But that's it, no kill.
And map control gained towards the outside position means that for Double Pony, have to start bringing at least members and presence for information gathering down to that lower bomb site. Magix is expecting a play forward into lobby, which has happened, just hasn't quite caught off where exactly Afro is.
Round plays, Chopper leaning forward, damage done to Dexter, 6 points of HP. Chopper taking a bit more damage of his own right, so Double Pony are at least keeping their own. Need to get these kills though, none go their way. Chopper starts things off, Siren follows suit on Lucky. There are 3 low HP players here for the T side, 4 if you include Patsy, just less than 50, but none of the shots are landing from the Deagles. Finally, Afro gets away with 2, drops that bomb in the open as well, and that might be the way back in with Double Pony here. Rifles at his feet, going to go back for one of them. We'll pick it up and look towards the AWP. Dexter on 6, but his body falls as Afro to get the full-blown ace. Not going to happen. Flanks involved. Headshots found. 15 to 10. It's map point for Spirit.
And right there, that just shows, even if you're hitting a couple of decent shots, when you're giving that much map control away, whether it be against an eco or not, you're going to get punished. And for Spirit, you've got the outside walk coming through from Chopper, Sirens backing him up. For Afro, he's able to get a couple of kills. Where's the follow-up? You can't really expect him to do so. Players are everywhere towards outside. 15 gained on the board for Spirit. 1 more to go, and this would be an absolute steal when you think only 6 rounds was gained on the CT side for Spirit.
Only a single round being found in this CT hub for Double Pony. They have lost all manners of control, and it looks like it's not going to get any better from here. They have to win this round, and that's not even a shot to start it off. Afro caught by aim punch. Siren connects the kill. Him and a teammate walking in against Jocko. Knows that he's out there. Knows that they're going to force him away.
And this is where Double Pony start getting desperate, Jay. Over-aggressive picks have got to start coming in. At least body strikes towards that outside position. The aggression comes in, but the trade comes back immediately. Exercise finds a couple.
Opportunity brought back by Double Pony. Got to find Magic's next up. Caught off by the AK on the jump. 2v2 Molotov out towards heaven. The bomb's going to rotate up. Got to be careful of the player that might push in from the ramp position. Jocko will just keep away. His body instead out towards Mini. That could be the major thorn on their side. Sprays through. The smokes goes back. Dexter will also blind fire. Now aware of where both players could come in from. The bomb can get planted. Tapped once. Incendiaries try to drive them back. The M4 catches Dexter in the open. And then is aware of Magix as well. So Jocko saves a lifeline with Double Pony in this round. 11 up to their board. Finally, they're second in the CT side.
Yeah, Spirit just not being able to have enough information in that one, Jay. Rather than knowing where both players are, they only get the information on the one. So you're trying to tap the bomb. You're trying to see, okay, they're going to peek from heaven. Are they going to overface us in heart? You're just trying to see what the response is. And unfortunately, Jocko just gets in a good position at a good time, beats them to that angle right there into the hut face. Double Pony up to 11. It's the start of something.
Smokes up, suppress the incendiaries, put down. Contact from Double Pony trying to press in towards the A site. The entryways towards it. Spirit want to try their hand at another rab take. Jocko spots two, lines them up, but doesn't get a shot off. Chopper credited with the kill against him. Bomb on his back as well. The sprays in for Magic's getting damage in against a couple of players. Exercise in particular, 33 HP. Lucky finds his trade back and body is already on the B contact with Exercise and a decon. They'll open up double doors. He'll drop that bomb. Patsy there with the trade back. And Exercise leans in as well. Sees nothing. Lucky coming in the same. 3v2 as Patsy gets that trade. Afro will drop a headshot. Exercise in to support him. Know where that bomb is as well. Second T-side player coming in for the backstab though. It's all left to Patsy to maintain his life as Dexter just creeps in closer and closer. And the CTs have absolutely no idea. It's all a case of timing. He'll spot that one player, not that second. Creep against him, get Exercise. And now look to Afro. Lone player standing. Dexter keeps himself away. Peeks back in, loses his life. And Patsy now 9 HP for the 1v1 clutch. Gotta go for this plant out. Is he going back upstairs? He's waiting in rafters.
He's just trying to toy with him, and Afro's baiting it. He's thinking about that top rotation from the vents towards that top side play. Patsy's gonna have the advantage.
Go for that plant immediately. What does Afro think? A or B? Recognize it, it's B. Downstairs into the vent rotation. Patsy. Other side of the site at the observation window. Check out the ramp entrance as Afro comes in from decon. Doors are open. No information can get pulled out by Patsy. Burst and sprays up in the rafters. Patsy's going to wait for the bomb to get tapped. Peek out, spot him. Did Afro see him the same? No, he didn't. He's still checking for ramp. Patsy's called his bluff as well. Diffuse kit on him. Got to stick the whole thing. Got to be a swing from Patsy. He's got the kill. He's got it at 16 to 11. It's Spirit taking Double Pony's map pick and nuke as it goes the way of the Russian team.
What a performance coming through individually from Spirit, but also tactically, Jay. First half, I'll give him that. 4-1 up for Spirit. They seemed like they really had a lot going. And then those topside plays from Double Pony.